Hey, welcome back, everybody, to Big Gauchos, the stock and investing show that's completely out of pocket to help put money in your pocket. I'm Austin, back again with the boys.
I'm Tyler, aka T Money.
Dave here. Hope everyone is having a great Friday, or as some cultures say, fry yay.
Oh, I
Oh
like
my
that, Dave.
God,
That's
dude.
spicy.
Love it.
Oh my goodness, we got a big news day today. I feel like I say that every day, but it's especially true today.
Uh,
Yeah, the first big story we have is that congressional Democrats are requesting that a handful of publicly traded companies who took money out of the Payment Protection Program, otherwise known as the PPP, return the money as it was intended for small businesses. And apparently, small businesses are classified as having less than 500 employees. So, what do you guys think about that?
I think it's reasonable if it's a multi-million dollar or one of the billion-dollar corporations, just because the money is pretty much meant for the small businesses that can't sustain themselves, like mom and pop type stuff. So, under the circumstances, I think it's appropriate.
yeah, I agree. Give that money back to the smaller businesses that need it. We out here struggling. We don't got millions of dollars and what's it called, credit lines that we can pull on.
Yeah,
Totally,
that's right.
totally. It seems kind of weird though, thinking a small business is having 500 or less employees. Because when I think of a small business, I mean, typically I think of, yeah, what you said, like a mom and pop store where maybe you
Yeah, me
have
too.
50 or less, but I don't know, it seems like 500. I mean, I know there's definitely a difference between 500 and having hundreds of thousands of employees, like some corporations. Um, but I don't know. It just seems kind of weird to me. I don't know.
Yeah, it definitely does, and I think it should depend more on, the assets that they have rather than just the number of employees they have or stuff like that. Just because, most of them don't need it, but they're just applying because it's cheap or almost free money. And I I can't say that I would blame them for wanting to do that, but I mean they should have thought twice about it for sure. And
Yeah.
I know some companies have been giving back money that they originally borrowed, but I don't just don't think they should have applied in the first place.
Oh wow, that's good for them. If they don't need the money, then it's nice that they gave it back.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of other people could follow in their footsteps for sure.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I was thinking too. I was like, hey, are these big corporations actually going to give the money back, or are they just going to be like, nah, we're going to keep it?
There's some greedy bastards. Who knows?
You never know. We'll see how
Yeah.
it goes though.
Yeah, but I
So
mean, you know who isn't greedy?
who?
Aurora Cannabis. They're not being greedy at all. They're actually pretty much giving away their stock for fucking free. It's like 70 cents right now. Uh, Dave found out they're doing a 12-to-1 stock buyback on Monday. Um, their share price has been so low for so long. Like I can't remember the last time it traded over a dollar.
What's it at right now?
I think it closed around 70 cents today. Yeah, 67 cents today at close.
Oof,
Dang.
oof, that's
Yeah, they were
rough.
threatened that they were going to be delisted, so that's why they are doing the stock buyback. So
Yeah, I can understand it, and I think it might make me some money, but that's a huge red flag if a company's doing a reverse stock split. They're definitely not doing well.
yeah.
True.
I've been picking some big losers. This is my third company I've invested in this year that's doing a reverse stock split in this fucking economy.
Hey man, we all have our losers, but just gotta be proud of them, honestly.
I am. I am.
You
I
learn.
know. Yeah, I learned so that
True.
the listeners at home don't have to learn the hard way like I did, and I'm proud. I bought it around 4.98 per share for Aurora Cannabis, and you can only guess in your head how much money I've lost on it.
Thousands.
Well, an undisclosed amount.
Yeah, too much.
Yeah, you gotta sign an NDA for that.
Yeah.
You want to know
I
how
mean,
much money I lost?
my biggest loser is USO. So we're still trying to recover from that.
Yeah, it's going up though.
Yeah,
Honestly,
it is.
My biggest loser used to be Micron, and then American Airlines just took the cake. They really just drove it home.
American Airlines. I have some of that. I bought it even when it was low, and it's still killing me too.
I know. I bought it for about 9:30. So it's not that I'm losing money on it. It's just I should have sold when I was up. I got greedy,
I had it
like
at
the big companies.
9:42, and then I sold it because it didn't feel right with me. And then it went back up to like $13, and I think I bought it at around 11:30.
Big gaucho.
It was definitely not my greatest trading days.
That's the big gaucho move of the
Uh,
day.
no, 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 no.
That's all right. I've had plenty of those, and especially like the little penny ones that I got, like Chesapeake Energy, sold too early. Should have held on to it.
Hmm.
I know, but we got a lot of bigger businesses still suffering. Not just Aurora Cannabis, but the restaurant sector's hurting. There was a big piece that came out on Starbucks today, and their revenues way in the toilet, and they're barely surviving on drive-throughs. Consequently, McDonald's is going about the same way. Their earnings are down about 17%, and they're saying their drive-throughs aren't enough, but they've still got no supply chain problems, and they got plenty of beef, unlike fucking Wendy's.
Yeah, Wendy's.
I mean, that's no surprise, honestly, because I mean, I've been noticing that drive-throughs are a lot more crammed than usual, but it's nowhere near making up for the the in dining house that's closed off.
Yeah, it's definitely not, because I know a lot of people want to take a break and go eat inside, and I'm personally not one to wait in huge drive-through lines either. Like I'll just go to a next place even if I don't want the food.
Exactly. Yeah, if I see 7 cars in the drive-through, I'm not waiting.
Nah, dude, I'm out so quick.
I'm with you guys. That is a major, major turnoff. If I see a long line, I'm out. I'm going somewhere else.
Major turn off.
I mean, that's what's
Yeah,
happening with McDonald's. I'm assuming everybody wants McDonald's, but no one wants to wait. So that's why they're not making as much money, you know?
right. I would agree, but they also reduced most of their menu. I tried to go there the other day, and they only have probably 10 different things on the menu just because of the pandemic. They have a shortage of a lot of foods.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I know, isn't that crazy? So they don't even like have chicken sandwiches anymore, stuff like that, basics.
Wow.
It's just Big Macs and hamburgers and fries. That's pretty much it.
Delicious.
We should go to a McDonald's and order a 4 for 4.
Like, hey, Wendy's always said they had the beef, but now they don't have the beef. So
Yeah, so I'm going to need a couple from you guys.
yeah, I was wondering if you could supply. I think that move will benefit them long term, just from being strategic about where they make their cuts, and not that they're cutting a bunch of employees, but rather cutting down the menu and focusing on drive-through service, kind of like Chick-fil-A. I think it'll help them out a lot.
Yeah. I want some burgers and fries.
I do too,
Are
bro.
they still doing milkshakes, or is that out of the picture too? They had to cut out of that.
I'm not sure, but their ice cream machine's like always broken anyway, or like that's the meme. So
Yeah, I
it
know.
wouldn't
That's what, like,
surprise me.
The meme.
just throw it out there, just like, you know what, our ice cream machine's broken. We'll just stop having ice cream from now on.
They might as well. They'd save so much money trying to fix them.
They're so
But
good though.
They
they
are.
are. I think that stock's going to be a sleeper, though. We'll get to that a little bit later. Um, but with all the restrictions loosening up and stuff, we got Apple starting to open retail locations in 4 different states. That's pretty exciting because they're one of they're one of the biggest publicly traded companies out there. One of the $2 trillion ones.
Hmm.
I like apples.
Yeah, I also heard that Tesla was trying to reopen some factory in California, but I'm not sure if it was the governor or it must have been the governor, but they told him that they had to wait.
Oh, probably. I know their restrictions are a lot harsher than where we're at in Arizona, and
Yeah.
most of their businesses are still. It's weird. They're still operating on like a version of what we had before, where it was still limited and like carry out only at restaurants, but they're doing that right now as an easier lockdown. So I think we're just like blowing it off here.
Yeah. Also, isn't California hit harder? I know they're definitely hit harder than us, but
Oh yeah, very
um,
hard, very very hard. It's like,
is it?
yeah, I think it's California, New York, and like those two are like kind of our major states right now.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I know that New York is really bad, and I think it's also either New Jersey or Vermont as well. That's really
It's
up
New
there with New
Jersey.
York. New
It's
Jersey,
New
okay.
Jersey, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if California were. They have 38 million people, and 10 or 11 million of those are in LA alone. So Southern California is probably taking a beating right now.
Yeah. Just imagine what it's like on Skid Row right now. Oh my God.
It's probably ripping through
So
everything.
right now, I looked at it.
Sad.
California has 60,000 confirmed cases. Most of them are in Los Angeles, and they have around 2,500 deaths.
Yeah, dude, that's rough.
Dang.
They do have
Yeah.
a very large population that's super concentrated because they're out of land space to build on.
2,500 deaths. Wow.
Yeah,
That's
I
wild.
know. Out of 10 million, that's wild. And
Dude.
Boeing's also starting up production too, which will be good for our airline stocks. Might cross benefit each other.
Zoom zoom.
Zoom, zoom.
Yeah, they're starting to remake the 737 Maxes. I wondered, I never heard, did they fix the problem that was going on with causing the crashes?
They better. What do you
I was,
mean?
I
What?
was wondering about that
Come on now.
immediately as you said it. I was
I mean,
like,
I'd have
they
no idea.
better.
I mean, would they not though? Like that's kind of like. Do you remember the first time that happened? It went down. The stock plummeted.
Yeah, it did.
Like, come
It
on.
did.
Like they had all this time to at least come up with a solution to it. You would think they would.
I don't know. I
True,
mean,
but
I don't
I
know.
mean, if they're furloughing a lot of workers for COVID, it might not be their main focus. They might just be trying to stay afloat right now.
Well, it's not gonna last long if all of them are going down, or one out of 1,000 are. You know, that it's just not good for the PR.
No, no, not at all. So I still refuse to fly on a flight if I see that it's a Max 8 plane next to it. It's just too fucking dangerous.
So I thought it was something to do with like a program that was causing some sort of auto function within the airplane that they were trying to turn off.
I think it was related to the altimeter, right?
I'm not quite sure. I just know it was some program they were trying to fix.
Yeah, because it would just like go up and then plummet down. That's scary. That's so scary.
It
I
That's why
don't
we
really
even like.
drive,
is.
boys.
Yeah, I that's why I'm driving everywhere from now on. Like I barely like flying as it is, you know. So it's more of a necessity.
On
One.
brighter news, though, I know this is gonna make the boys happy and me as well. Um, crude oil futures have been going up.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that OPEC cartel's coming in for us.
yeah. The OPEC, Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, they there was a war kind of going on between Saudi Arabia and Russia, where they were just producing insane amounts of barrels of oil every day, trying to compete with each other, and that's what was driving down the price of oil. Also, well, I mean, yeah, that's one of the main reasons why. But what happened was they decided to cut the production of oil by 10 million barrels per day.
Wow.
Yeah, well, they were mass producing oil so much that they weren't even making money. Like it was going to be a long term strategy that would benefit them on the back end, and they just end up making that profit back later. So I'm not surprised. They probably realized how unsustainable it is with a global pandemic.
Yeah, I mean, also like they probably realized that we can't store this oil anymore. Our oil capacity is overflowing. We're leaking right now.
Exactly why you need to buy tankers right now because that stock is so valuable because nobody's got anywhere to put all this shit.
True.
True.
Well,
I
do
want.
you think I don't know how fast our oil prices are going to go up, but I've been noticing my USO going up slowly day by day. So I think
Mm,
that'll help me and Big T out.
So what's? I mean, Dave has some oil too.
Yeah, and Dave.
yeah.
And
All right. So
Dave and Tyler have planes all American too, so we should be loaded soon.
all right, I got a quick question for you guys for USO. So what is your guys' moves when it goes back up? Let's say we break even within the next couple of weeks. We're back to where we bought it. Or is it a sell to break even and put it into a different stock, or is it a hold for the long term to see if it goes up more?
Oh,
Mm,
that's tricky.
I think it depends. I would be inclined to sell, honestly. I think that was a really big mistake, and I want to get out as soon as possible.
I'm taking the opposite opinion. While I do agree with Dave that it was a mistake and a waste of my money, I think at some point it'll become profitable if I bag hold it long enough. And even if it does go up to the point where I break even, that would mean that all the indexes are way up to where buying something else wouldn't be super profitable in the long term. So I'd rather just hold on to it.
I feel you. I feel you. All right. This is what I'll do. I like you both. So I'm going to do both. When I break even, I'm going to sell half and then I'm going to hold a half.
Okay. Just to be the mediator.
Yes, sir.
I respect that. You know who else is a middleman?
Who?
Joe.
Joe. Yeah, I'm not falling for
Joe.
that one.
Nah, I'm just kidding. But we do have a middleman. We got a sponsor for this show. Take it away, Dave.
So our sponsor for today is Bert's Pizza in Tempe, Arizona.
Whoop,
Have
whoop.
you ever wondered why
Yeah.
your pizza tastes like shit? It's because you're eating some crap that you bought in the frozen aisle at the store. Bert's Pizza never requires anything for you to enjoy their pizza except love. And now they're doing one topping pizzas for only $4.99. Carry out for a limited time. Their toppings are fresh and never partially expired. Mention Big Gauchos, and Bert will throw in some condoms with your order because he knows we get freaky on Friday nights. Remember, that's Bert's Pizza in Tempe, Arizona, and tell him we sent you.
Thanks, Bert, for doing that for us.
Yeah.
That's definitely the most unique sponsor we've had so far.
Thank you, Burke.
You know what time it is now?
What time is it, Dave? Tell us.
It's time for the biggest winners and the biggest losers.
Ooh.
All right.
Dub season, boys.
All right. Biggest winners of the day. We got NMC Health and we got Vivint Smart Home. I'm pretty much expecting that NMC Health would have gone up that high. I personally don't own any of the stock, but I'm I'm sure they're making enough health supplies to cover themselves for a long time. So 37.67% makes sense. That's huge gains.
Gains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that company.
Yeah, I hadn't either until today, but it's basically medical supplies from what I understand. So, I mean with everything going on, I get that.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah. And then Vivint Smart Home, I guess I was kind of surprised by this just because it's kind of expensive to upgrade your whole home to a smart home system. And that's kind of what we're seeing soaring. But on the other hand, it makes sense. Everyone's trapped at home all the time and they want to start making upgrades while they have the free time.
Yeah, and also like those Silicon Valley mommies, they love their stupid smart technology.
That's so true.
Yeah, I mean, before the crash, they were trading around $30. So
Yeah, you got
definitely,
some big potential for profit.
Did you guys ever hear of the Juicero, by the way?
The what?
The Juicero? I think that's what it's
No,
called.
I don't
Well,
think so.
anyways, it was this thing, this device that was a juicer. That's all its function was. But there were some problems with it. So
Oh,
tell me, Dave.
So it's a juicer, right? And you expect it to work, you know, regardless of whatever conditions you're in, right? You just turn it on, juice, all right?
yeah, that's pretty basic. Yeah.
Well, this device, apparently it would not work unless it was connected to the Wi-Fi.
What?
What the fuck for a blender?
Yeah.
Does it do anything when it was connected to the Wi-Fi?
No, the only function of connecting it to the Wi-Fi is to make sure the ingredients you're using to do the juicing process is made by the company that made the Juicero.
Oh, that's funny. So if you can hack the Wi-Fi or disable it, then you can put your own ingredients in, basically.
I'm not sure it even works unless it's connected to the Wi-Fi.
Oh, was that the one with like the bags that you
Yeah,
just put
yeah,
into the? Okay, I know what
yeah.
you're talking about now. Yeah, that seems a lot more expensive than just going to the store and buying fruits and veggies.
Honestly, it is, but I feel like some people just, they like their tech.
That's true. And if you could figure out how to get the Wi-Fi hooked up to your smart home, dude, that'd be kind of dope. Though I'm not gonna lie, to just have a switch by your bed and you flip it, then you get a smoothie. Start making right when you get up. Roll out of bed, you got fresh kale smoothie right next to your bed. Oh, that'd be so cool.
Hey, did y'all ever see, or watch the movie? A very old Disney movie, I think. It was called like Smart Home, where this family went a home, and then it was a smart home, and it did all these cool things, and then it ended up getting like hacked with a virus or something, and it started taking over the family and like torturing them.
No, I haven't,
Hmm.
but it sounds like it's predicting the future.
Yeah, honestly, this was made when I was a youngin, like 10 to 12 years ago, and
When I
like
was
I
a
watched.
youngin.
Yeah, like I thought it was cool because like it had like the juicer in there. I was like, whatever you want, it'll make you a smoothie, and I was like, that's cool. And then all of a sudden, the virus comes along, and then the house starts like kind of like taking over and like dictating the family and on what to do and everything. So I was like,
Oh, that's legit. That's too cool. I
yeah,
I hope I hope we get to that level someday.
dude, I'd be down for it, but like I hope Siri or Alexa doesn't go rogue on me and then trying to try and take my life over.
I mean, she can take my life over if she's making smoothies. That's fine.
No, Tyler, you cannot leave today.
But I want to go outside.
Stay with me, Tyler. uh, hey, well, not all big tech stocks can be winners. One of the biggest losers of the day was Cloudflare, domain cloud hosting website. I actually use them for the Big Gauchos website. Don't forget, go check it out, biggauchos.com. And they're a really popular cloud hosting service. They're down 11.04% today, which is really surprising because they had a press release that said a lot of people are using their services and building websites. So I don't know what's going on there.
Well, the trend is when we hear good news, things go down. When we hear
That's
bad
right.
things go up. So I kind of
Truly.
see why it went down.
Yeah, we just inverse logic and then buy.
That's really how the market's been going, not gonna lie. It's been mind-boggling to say the
It
least.
is. It really has. And then Roku's in the same boat. They're down 10.84% today. And that's another, they have the little boxes that are the home entertainment, movies, TV, streaming, and all that. I would think more people would be buying that if we're all stuck inside all day.
True. I mean, is Cloudflare a buy since we are technically involved with it?
Oh, yes. Because I support Cloudflare and I love their services. So if you want free host, no, I'm just kidding. This isn't an ad read, but Cloudflare will promo you. We love it. Our
Yep.
site's always online.
True. Check us out, biggouchos.com.
Yeah, Big Gauchos, Gauchos.
We're on all podcast platforms and on YouTube.
That's right. We're just doing that. We're just do the outro right now. We're just gonna
Big
And
go
on
Gaucho
post
merch
it.
Instagram.
and
Yeah,
Instagram.
Instagram and Twitter at Big Gauchos, all one word.
Yep. Big Gaucho merch coming soon.
Hey, on that note, speaking of Big Gaucho merch, which you don't want to sleep on, you also don't want to sleep on these sleeper stocks of the day, starting with Car Auction Services, running under the ticker KAR. Pretty much what it sounds like. I found this one today. They're just auctioning off used cars. For some reason, their services are going down. Presumably, they're saying because people can't get in to physically inspect the used cars before they buy them. So, obviously, that's a big concern. But I feel once the market goes back up, their stock will also rebound. For instance, today they closed around 13, 16. But if you look back at the graph, it looks like they peaked in October 2019 around $25.99 a share.
Definitely some potential.
Yeah, and what was that? The rental car service that just went bankrupt.
Yeah, Hertz. We talked
Hertz?
about that.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
Hertz. I thought it was Hertz, but I wasn't sure. So yeah, I mean, hopefully when this thing's all over and they'll have maybe they'll be able to do the auctions of Hertz cars, or
We're
I'm not sure how
there.
that would work.
Oh, that would be dope. We could get some sweet upgrades.
Yeah. We got to go to an auction house just for like some cars and just, put some bids in and see if we can pull away with some heat for the low.
I've been to one actually. I went to a City of Phoenix one my freshman year of college with my roommate. I actually won a pickup truck and I ended up forfeiting the bid just because I didn't have anywhere to store it, and I had to bid like five hundo, which was really stupid on my
Should have put it in
part.
my backyard.
I should have. I should have just called up my boy T. But yeah, we'll have to go to one. They're really fun.
Yeah, when everything opens up, best believe we're gonna have a auction house video on the YouTube channel.
Yes, sir. We're just out there buying old police cars and shit.
Dude, I want to remember. What do we use car to go in Vancouver?
That's right.
Where did
They're
those
gone
cars
now.
go? Where are those Mercedes? I need to buy a Mercedes.
They disappeared. They probably
Dude, there's
scrapped
no
them.
way. There was so many of them.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
I
We'll
gotta
look it
call them.
up. We also got to call McDonald's and figure out what the fuck is going on, why their stock's tanking so much. But they're a big sleeper today too. I think we already touched on most of that, but McDonald's is super established all over the world, so I don't really see them going anywhere. And this is probably a rare dip where their stock is actually down.
Yeah, I mean, they're
Yeah, I
trading
agree.
at $181, and before the crash, they're at 216. So you could potentially make up to $40 to $50 a share. Just saying.
Exactly. Is it blue chip?
I think so.
I'd say so too.
Yeah, I feel like if it isn't, it's as good as being blue chip. Then we got Nintendo on here.
I
Everybody's
fucking love Nintendo, man.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Everybody loves Nintendo. Everybody's using it right now. The Switch is sold out in stores I've been seeing for at least 2.5 or 3 months, and they sell out on Amazon right away.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everyone's playing that Animal Crossing game now.
That's right. That's what it is. You're right. You're right.
I don't know why that's so hyped up. I remember playing Animal Crossing, the first one, and I didn't really enjoy it that much, I'll be honest.
I never played it, so I'm not really sure what the hype's all about.
Yeah, me neither.
I played it for maybe an hour or so, I mean, I didn't get that much exposure, but I thought it was boring.
I feel that.
I love Nintendo because back in the day, the Nintendo 64, Mario, that was the game of the century.
Bro, my Game Boy, hell yeah. With Super Mario Bros. 3, can't get any better than that.
Yeah, it was for sure. I still got my GameCube, and all the Wii games were super innovative too.
Dude, I still have my Wii.
Mario Kart, Smash Bros. Yeah, dude, I still got my Wii too. It's crazy.
And like
So much nostalgia.
Yeah,
I know.
and also, think about it. So you know how the Xbox what's the new Xbox coming out?
The name of it?
Yeah, Xbox the 360. No, I'm just kidding.
I have no idea.
Well,
Xbox 2?
well, there's an Xbox.
Series
know.
X.
There's a PS5 coming out, and the only big company that hasn't came out with a new console is Nintendo. So once they announce their new console that's coming out, best believe that stock's gonna go up because everybody's gonna want it, especially if it's a really good console that no one's really expected. You know?
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, they could take over, and demand's already through the roof with.
Oh yeah.
Demand's already through the roof with the Switch. I mean, they'd be a powerhouse.
Dude, I was at Walmart. Literally no Nintendo stuff within a 20-mile radius within the store. I was so like surprised on how like everyone is just buying that stuff now.
Right, exactly. I was there the other day, and they're completely sold out.
Yeah, they're very innovative with their technology. They're way ahead of their time. The Wii was It was crazy how ahead of its time it was.
I know, with the motion tracking, and like they were the first ones to do the wireless like controller that could track your movement with the little track bar on the top. That was crazy when we were kids.
Yeah, and then Xbox tried to copy them with the it was called the
Connect.
Kinect. Yeah,
Yeah.
Kinect.
Connect.
And
That thing
I
was
think that was stupid.
trash.
Yeah, it was trash.
Yeah,
But,
it was a rushed product just to compete with Nintendo for sure.
True. Well,
Hey,
those are the sleepers, boys.
those are the big
Definitely-
sleepers.
Definitely look into them.
Buy all of them. And hey, speaking of selling out, guess who we got an ad read from today? Our friends at Anchor. Check it out. Thank you, Anchor, for sponsoring the show once again. You're so
Yes,
gracious
sir.
to us. We love you.
Love you, Anchor.
Hope they don't ever stop. We
Yeah, I
use them
mean,
every day.
make some podcasts through them for all the viewers out there. You know, join the Big Gaucho family.
That's right. So what are we thinking for tomorrow, my boys?
for Monday, I'm thinking
Or
a red
Monday.
day.
Monday?
Yeah.
Like our version of a red day where it's only a 200-point gain, or
I mean
or a real red day.
a real one.
Okay, good.
So I'm thinking
hope
we're
so.
probably gonna drop about. I'm gonna be pretty ambitious. I'm gonna say we're gonna drop 600 points in a day.
600.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that. I would love to see that.
I hope you're right.
So I think it's gonna close Monday at 23.7 flat.
Wow. Okay. Let me think. So honestly, it's based on the news that's going to be coming out. Obviously, it's not looking good for the White House because they're getting people are getting coronavirus in there. So you know, if another big name gets the coronavirus, you can bet your ass it's going to be a red day.
Yeah, that's right.
So I'm thinking, what did it close at today?
Close that.
24-3
Yeah, 24.3.
and some
I'm gonna
change.
say, well, here, hold on. Remember we were talking about how bad news equals Green Day.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
opposite.
I'm calling a Green Day.
If you're saying if somebody in the White House gets coronavirus,
It's going up.
Holy shit.
Okay, so
I'm calling I'm calling 24,450.
just a little bit,
Wow.
just a little bit. Okay.
Yeah.
That's respectable. That's not unreasonable at all.
All right, Asti, what are you feeling?
All right. Well, I think Tyler's right. If somebody in the White House gets coronavirus, the stocks are going to go way up. So, based based on all the bad news we get right now, stocks usually get a bump of like 2 to 500 points. So we closed at 24.3 today. I'm gonna say 30,000.
What?
No, I'm just fucking with you. I think it's gonna be a red day. Probably I'm gonna say 24.1. Just a modest dip, because I think the bad news is definitely right, but it might actually mean bad news if the country's leadership starts to get affected by it.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll see. That's part of the predictions.
And also just a quick reminder that David is currently in the lead with taking the win for yesterday's call. So David has 4 wins, Austin has 3 wins, Tyler have 3 wins, and Kanal, our friend from our second video?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
in the second episode ever.
Yeah, from our second episode, he has 2. So, you know, we'll keep you posted for every video. So we'll see who gets the highest.
Yeah. You know, I had a 3-1 lead. I did not blow it. I took that game to 7 and I won it.
Hey, we got to come
No,
up with like a goal. Like, what are we gonna reach, and then what's the winner get, and then what does the lowest loser get?
I'm trying to yeet this thing. So I say, we'll see where we're at by the 100th episode, and then the loser has to get Dow Jones with a $sign tattooed on their leg.
How about the winner gets a stock of our choice, and then the loser has to buy for him.
Yeah, maybe if the loser split it 3 ways, because I know you're gonna pick like Amazon or Tesla or something.
Well, we'll see how it goes, but that as of right now, we're kind of leaning towards that. Winner gets a stock. The losers have to buy that stock for him.
Hey, why don't you guys leave us a message if you have any suggestions? biggauchos.com. Click the link.
Yes, sir.
And on that note, we'll see who wins on Monday, but we want to thank everyone for listening. Hope you enjoyed the show. Leave us a video message on anchor.fm/gauchos or biggauchos.com if you want to send in an investing tip, and we might play it on the show. Questions and comments are always welcome. Tyler, you know what to do. Hit them with it.
You know what time it is, guys. All right. Quick disclaimer. We are not licensed brokers. Everything said on this podcast is our opinions. You know, we do this for fun. We try to help you guys make money, but we are at the same time not liable for any loss. So, invest at your own risk, but we hope you make some monies and make some major gains. So invest safely, Big Gauchos.
Yeah, that's right. Good night from Arizona. We hope you made money today. Any closing thoughts?
Money machine go brrrr.
Hey, enjoy your Friday.
Yeah, enjoy that Friday with your fro-yo, and I'm gonna hope the market goes down on Monday, yo.
Yo, yo.
Hey, some bars.
Hey,
Bars, bars.
bars. All right, bye, boys.